Anyone can beat a Pokemon game. They were literally made for children. Is Baby on board? Are you said baby? The secret behind Pokemon games is that they've been playing wrong this entire time, and that the correct way is you gotta go fast. So how fast exactly can the brand new Pokemon games, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for the Nintendo Switch, be beaten? Wait, what? Is this 17 minutes? See, I meant, while only using shiny Pokemon. I know, just hearing that statement makes no sense. You know, going fast and shiny Pokemon hunting, you know, they don't quite align. It's like a brother and sister that like each other just a little bit too much. You know, it'll never work. Or else, everyone would be doing it. And that would be the shiny Pokemon I'm mentioning right now. This has nothing to do with the brother and sister thing anymore. Everyone would have their dream shiny Pokemon team. But you see, I'm built different. I actually do that. I have done that before. So let's be the first to complete Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl only using shiny Pokemon. But since you guys demolished the like goal on every single video in this series so far, and your overwhelming support, I want to make it bigger and better than ever, and give away some of the shiny Pokemon that you see in this video later on. But one day, embark on your own shiny only journey. But let's be honest, you know, most people, they'd rather just not. It's kind of like sanity suicide if you ask me. I'm going to be giving away some of the shiny Pokemon in this video to a lucky subscriber simply by liking and subscribing, but most importantly, leaving a comment. I'll fill you in more later on in the video for you to understand what the comment's about. But for now, let's aim for 15,000 likes for the 15,000 hours of my life. That is now shorter because of these the stress of these shiny videos. And let's just jump right into it. It's time to venture off into the world of the Pocket Monster, more specifically the Sinnoh region, where our rival here is Time. And it's the time to acquire 6 shiny Pokemon. Not this guy right here named Time. He's just a sus imposter. We do some not very important storyline things like you know, watch cable television and talk to our mother. You know, you can really tell this game was based in the early 2000s. You know, that's just 2 things people don't do nowadays. Well, one important thing that we do here is we change the text speed to fast and we turn off autosave, because you will not dictate my life, Game Freak. I decide when I save. Oh, and we changed the text borders because look, it's cute Pokeball now. We then have a run-in with Time himself, and as you can tell, he moves so fast that he skips the frames in between and he just glides. He's not very fair, you know, we don't even have the running shoes yet. I can't even move at a moderate speed. This guy, he just defies the limits of speed itself. This only occurs because I didn't update the game so far and we're running on version 1.0. I had to do this because it made faster resets, and I'll explain that a little bit later. Oh, and so internet expensive, so that might be why too. But without updating the game, it's much faster for resets, and our starter Pokemon has a 1 in 4,000 chance of being a shiny, so we're gonna be doing this a lot, and every second counts in the reset. This is seriously no joke. It takes easily over a minute every time for this reset here. Maybe nothing to regular Joe Blow over here, who maybe sees this screen twice, but imagine thousands of times just for a monkey to be slightly more red. After about 3 days of resetting, I realized this could probably take weeks, months, hell, could take a year. You know, you never know when the stars are gonna align and you're gonna get your chance. And this can't possibly be the fastest way. There's gotta be another way. And then it happened. I got a shiny Starly encounter, and I thought, hey, well, I'll just make that my starter right there. Oh, but you see, we can't. We don't have the Pokeballs to do it. We don't have the balls. I was forced to knock out the shiny Starly and choose the non-shiny monkey that will one day be shiny. It's a long story in itself right there. And we go on a hunt to redeem our shiny Starly that we had to knock out earlier. And after many hours of running around in circles in front of this fancy cave for about 9 in-game hours, it happens. Let me be honest with you. All hype for any shiny Pokemon encounter is lost when you've waited this long and you have about 5 more to make and you have the stress of being first. But I was really excited to finally start the challenge, officially, with Bird. You see, my brain was fried from mindlessly shiny hunting for a few days, so please forgive my creativity in the realm of the nicknames for this challenge. We train Bird here to level 14, where it evolves into Staravia, aka just a bigger bird. At this point, I was quite confident with the combo of using Double Team and Workup to beat Roar with just a little bit of patience at the low level of 14, following the hardcore Nuzlocke rules. But it didn't go over very well. And I was forced to just to focus on the speed aspect of this video and over level. I mean, it's not my fault. He's got 3 rock demons. With our first gym badge and having worked the mines at the very young age of like 13 hours old or something like that, it was time to make our way to the second gym leader and secure our second shiny team member. Until I realized that my plan for the shiny double battles was going to be very risky, as I've already over leveled. And let's be honest, if whatever shiny I catch here, it's not like I was going to use it in the grass gym anyways when I could just wing attack my whole way through it. We wing attack our way through the second gym and save a bike shop owner's Pokemon from the Space Mafia. And not the ones affiliated with Elon Musk. No, no, no. Mars is safe to live another day. No nuke. We get our bike and we head to the most important area of this run, the daycare. See, regular odds for a shiny Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is 1 in 4,000, as I mentioned early on. And Gen 4 was the first generation to half the odds from Generation 2 and 3, where the odds were 1 in 8,000. Yeah, I understand it. It's quick math, no more numbers, I promise. But you can improve upon your odds even more if you get a Pokemon from another region of the world through trade and breed them in the daycare. This is referred to as Masudo Method, named after one of the developers. This is very not vain of you to do that. The Pokemon have to be opposite gender, of course, or of the same egg group, opposite gender as well. Or you can use this Pokemon, it's called Ditto. Also the Pokemon Flex. By doing this, you increase your odds to an amazing 1 in 600. So the initial plan here was to use my friend HPT, honest Pokemon trainer that lives in Australia, to trade me a Pikachu so I could breed a shiny one. And, well, first off, he sent me a male, meaning the Pokemon I breed with it will always become the female variant, and it'll never be the father, you're just not the father. But secondly, I was wrong. This isn't actually how the Masudo Method works in this game at all. Pokemon caught in a different language-speaking game actually is how the boost is achieved. Even though Australia is the farthest country from Canada here, they still speak English. Well, sorta. That's debatable, but I guess close enough. I had a new plan. I booted up my Shining Pearl on my girlfriend's Nintendo Switch Lite, and I played for the first 2 hours of the game, completely in French. And I know, I knew that second language would come in handy one day. So I catch myself a French Pachirisu in the language of love, and start breeding Pachirisus for what seems like forever. Hundreds and hundreds of eggs. So many blue electric squirrels, so many eggs. I started to think, does this shiny even exist? Is it even a thing? What does it even look like? After over 200 eggs later in an identity crisis, we have our purplish pink squirrel. No painting required, meaning we can finally move on. Well, not quite. I caught myself a French Shinx as well to make up for not getting a shiny Pokemon back in Gym 2. We breed that as well, and well, let me just say, the PC is filling up with children. Like, someone better take care of that. We got over 500 level 1 bred Pokemon. Just filling up quick. You might want to do a dumpster baby those. We finally hatched our yellow cat after about 500 Shinx eggs. And yeah, I named it Cat, not Chris Pratt, like our last shiny Shinx in the last video. Hey, but at least we can walk with this one. This cat seems very happy. You don't say. You know how many of your brothers and sisters were sacrificed so that you could walk with me right here? I bet you wouldn't be very happy, no, if you knew that, huh? You see, Cat is a very important member of this team, as I will be giving away this shiny cat to one lucky subscriber who likes and comments below, and I'll be choosing the winner by December 20th. You could own a piece of shiny hunting history by making sure you're subscribed and just commenting down below. Also, just make sure your comment has some hint of Chris Pratt in it, somewhere in the context of your comment, so I can search through them easier and put them in a random generator easier. Just make my life a little better and fair. Also, make sure you have Switch Online or else I won't be able to send you this thing. So, good luck! Oh, and if you're watching this after December 20th, yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's already over. But at least Spider-Man's out, so you can go do that. The winner will be announced in the pinned comment down below. I dropped into the underground and trained both Squirrel and Cat, Evolving Cat at level 15. And, yeah, Squirrel, this little guy, yeah, I guess they never got smart enough to evolve. They were too busy burying nuts. Some say it was even D's. And now it's finally time for the third gym after running around in circles for hours. While solving the new puzzle for the gym and fighting the mandatory trainers, Bird evolves for the last time, and I quickly realized there's no chance for good old Maylene here in her fighting type Pokemon. I'm sorry, I just gotta go fast. It's nothing personal, kid. We also picked up a cool outfit on the way. I forgot to mention that, just so we can battle the Space Mafia with Don here. And come again? Still no shiny, Don? When you're trying to sabotage the video, people are gonna think that disgusting creature is mine. This is a shiny only out there. We fly daycare and reboot our shining Pearl save. We send over a female starter Piplup. Now that I think of it, maybe these Pokemon can't communicate, and that's why they speak the language of love and egg making of whatnot. This barely different penguin color was the death of me. But after 700 whole eggs later, and every single box in my PC being full to the brim, we finally get ourselves a shiny Piplup. I'm so glad it's so different. After running around in circles, getting arm cramps, transferring Pokemon one by one. Wait a second, is that an Ortho run? Okay, never mind. It was all worth it! So I have so many Piplups at this point, I didn't even realize it when the shiny one happened. So, I didn't nickname it. You know, I'm very upset. You know, my nickname of Bird 2 didn't get to happen. But back to the underground to level up Piplup. I just gotta ask, how many hours do you think it took me to finally get to Cynthia? I'm asking before you go to the end of the video and check the Hall of Fame time. You know, don't do that. You just try to take a guess. Don't be a cheater. And also, what's your favorite shiny Pokemon? Maybe on the team or not on the team? That's fine. But speaking of favorites, Cats evolves for the last time, and this badass will be one of yours. No, honestly, he takes out all of the next gym almost by himself, other than the Legend of the Ground Amphibian that. So it seems that time is not on our side, because I was chasing down the Space Mafia, and time himself manifests right in front of us and stops us to battle. And this is even though he clearly saw I had my hands full, you know, doing the adult stuff. Also, every time you battle this man, he brings you to some sort of shadow realm where time stops entirely, I guess. I mean, guess you just couldn't have animated a town battle background, could you? So we get a machine from everyone's favorite Pokemon champion. Except for me, Lance is my favorite. He's my hero. Look at his cape. Cynthia gives us a machine that gets rid of migraines. Why don't we just mass produce this bad boy? It's genius! No more shiny Pokemon. I'm joining the pharmaceuticals and hiking up the price 900,000%. Wait, what? That's of the illegals? Okay, maybe not. We'll go back to the shiny Pokemon. That's cool too. On our travels, we meet Cynthia's grandmother and protect a wall painting. I was actually very surprised here because we don't end up battling Cyrus here because I've only played Platinum, you know, once in the previous video. Oh my god! Why does he have corpse face? Is that corpse husband? On the popular tail end of a corpse bride? You know, Halloween was 2 months ago, pal. You know, drink some water or some. Well, another badge means another shiny Pokemon. And I remember I told you that our Chimchar will one day be shiny. Or maybe I didn't. I don't quite remember. I don't usually use these scripts very good. Well, if I did say that, it's because I meant its child will actually be shiny, not it. It'll be one of those dads that lives vicariously through its son. The difficult thing about the last 2 shiny Pokemon here is that I'm completely out of storage, so I don't have anywhere to restore these eggs. So I just hatched the ones in my party and made a little bit of room, and that's it. So that resulted in me in not getting a good count of how many eggs it took. If I had to guess, yeah, felt about like 2 million. At least 1.5 million. Why they don't let you just mass transfer Pokemon makes no sense to me. I'm pretty sure mass transferring has been around since like World War. But after many and many hours, it's a shiny monkey. Imagine, we're setting for weeks for this. No, can't be me. I'd rather run 3 days in circles than transferring monkeys, and that's the strats right there. It's just so cute. It's so the same. Infernape is one of those Pokemon. I actually prefer the non-shiny a lot better than this. I feel that way about all the shiny Sinnoh starters, to be honest with you. He's just really not my cup of tea. After heading back to the mines of the underground and training our monkey to a respectable level, we head over to the Ghost Gym and has one of the scariest puzzles of all time. That's right, I'm talking about quick maths. Not 21. No, honestly, it wasn't that bad. Cool thing they did here, though, is near the end, they just start asking you questions like, do you remember what the first question was? And don't get me wrong, I still can't read these signs, so I had to ask my mom for help. Fantana here, or Anthony Fantano, or whatever her name is, was the first gym leader to put up an actual fight, as Cat takes out the Drifloon after I realize Spark is more super effective than Bite. And next out is her Gengar, with the smug smiling son of a bitch. So Squirrel hit it with a Nuzzle, paralyzing a ghost. You know, figure that one out. It makes a lot of sense. But after some switching around and taking some very big damage from Sludge Bomb, Cat finally takes out Gengar, and it was important to take it out with Shockwave because this Gengar had the ability to disable moves that you hit it with last for some reason. I then bite the Mismagius when it comes out next. Unfortunately, it only does about half, and we don't get the flinch, but we do survive with 2 HP so that we can switch into Bird and end it all with a Wing Attack. So that's good. See, normally, since we're headed into the 6th gym now, I would get the last shiny Pokemon here, but not wanting to deal with the whole space and the PC and the egg grind, and it was just, I had to deal with it one last time. I go into the Steel Gym first, Rorik's dad, before getting our final shiny Turtwig, and I'm pretty sure this was the biggest mistake of our run, because 1, I had to get the shiny Pokemon anyways, like at one point I'm gonna have to do it, and 2, we're losing out on some very important experience now, and our Torterra ends up being very underleveled. Anyways, the most metal gym in this game is up. A few elevator rides and a run-in with some super metal fans like Matt Watson over here. Luckily, Monkey will be a great asset to our team, and the Flame Wheel is really effective on all this good steel nuts and stuff. So we start off with Cat, who takes down Bronzor with only about 2 bites. giving it time to set up sand in Trick Room. Next comes Stealing, so we go into Prinplup, but we're not able to take it out. And knowing he's either gonna heal or he outspeeds and kills us next turn, I switch out to Bird, who eventually takes it out with close combats, and the Metal Boulder Snake falls in battle to a bird with blue frosted tips, leaving only Mario Thwomp Thing Bastion or whatever the who Prinplup is unable to take out. So he tags in his companion starter friend Monferno, who Mach punches it in its face many a times before being taken out due to the power of max potions and money. So Bird yet again comes in and finishes the job, and Bird and Cat are really the most useful Pokemon in this run so far, and it kind of stays that way for a while. After getting our badge, we head over to a big boy meeting with the professor and friends. And Time's there as well. I invited him, he invited me, whatever. Just in time for the Space Mafia to start bombing lakes, good old TNT fishing. We head off to catch some fish in their operation, and the head of it all was Saturn. Isn't that the cool planet with the asteroid ring? I'm pretty sure you're safe from Daddy Musk, but you're not safe from the stars of these shiny Pokemon. We have to travel all the lakes and solve all the adult problems. I don't know where all the adults are. Where's the lady with the migraine machine? No. But after we deal with all that, we can head over to the next gym in Canada. Now that we finally made it through the storm into Candace's gym, we can see that the puzzle is much easier in this game. You just gotta yeah, that's it. The gym battle couldn't be any easier. Just Flame Wheel with Monferno to take out the Snoivert, and Mark punching the Sneasel, who was 4 times weak to fighting. Had a berry to reduce super effective damage for some reason, got that plot armor. So it lives long enough just so it can dig. Dig won't be able to affect Bird, so we switch into Bird and just close combat it. We just wing attack and close combat the rest of our team, really. You know what? Made me think, maybe I need a Bird sidekick in real life. Nah, I'd probably look too long for a shiny one. After visiting the last lake where the Space Mafia member Jupiter defeated Time himself and made him rethink his entire existence, it's time to go back to collecting shiny Pokemon while Time's going through it. And since I was tired of resetting, I only set myself 1 female Turtwig, capture a male Roserade, and mate the turtle with the Rosebush, which is already weird in itself, so that I could get a male Turtwig to speed up the process. But then I realized that male Turtwig is actually going to be mating with its French mother. But I don't know how these things work. They just find these eggs. I don't know where they come from. But somewhere between 8 and 10 hours in-game time, we receive our shiny Turtwig, also known as Yoshi, and we can finally wrap this challenge up. But this cute thing, it commits a sin because it evolves into this tortoise with 2 bush mohawks on its back. Someone in the world has this as their favorite Pokemon. This thing's cursed. Although Torterra is a much better design in the end, I can't say it's a very good walking Pokemon. Any day now. Yep. Just about there. I'm right here, man. You okay? Yo, I'm just gonna head on over to the next gym, I'm just gonna head on over to I'll just meet you there. It's time to break into the Space Mafia headquarters. Well, not really, because they just leave us the key, and we're sort of invited in, so just whatever. We have the final standoff with Team Galactic and Cyrus. Well, sorta. We battle Cyrus to recover the Lake Trio that he stole to make a red chain, and I didn't realize Cyrus was a Belmont like that. He kind of struck me more as a Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster, to be more exact. But after battling countless Space Mafia members and even Cyrus and Jupiter back to back, and freeing these Lake Trio fetus things, I don't even know anymore. I just play and head over to the top of the stone pillar to battle. Guess who? None other than a double battle with Time himself, but he's on our side this time, against Mars and Jupiter. Can you be any less help, buddy? He's really gonna use a giant fat child as your Pokemon? Like, I've seen what Pokemon you have, and you choose that? Time's never on your side, kids. Leading to one final battle with Corpse Husbando, and Cat knocks out his Honchkrow with a single spark. Gyarados just nearly survives a 4 times super effective spark, but it pops a weakened berry. Not sure how the berry translates into not getting hurt as much, or whatever. We take it out anyways next turn with another spark. And up next is its Weevil. He outspeeds Monkey and uses Dig, so we have to pivot into Bird, who can't get hit by Dig, and in close combat, the Ice Weasel thing, or whatever that. What is this thing, man? Come on. Leaving only his final Pokemon, where he has to mention to us that he's really being pushed to his extreme. Come on, man, just throw the ball. Let's get this over with. I got better and bigger things to deal with, like that. What the f is that? Is that Time behind you? No, not you, the big demon. There's Time Dragon right there. He sends out Crobat, and Shiny Cat just sparks it right out of the ballpark. Finally challenge that Dragon of Time. Honestly, I just Master Ball and get on with my life. as a Pokemon shiny collector by day and a game reviewer by night. Oh yeah, and for some reason we can't fly on the highest peak in Sinnoh. You know, we have to go down one flight of stairs before we can do. I don't I just play. Moving on to the final gym leader, he thinks he's so cool and so strong that he's actually going to take on the Elite Four if we don't put up a good fight. If only he knew he doesn't stand a chance. Like, the puzzle before the gym, honestly, it took longer than beating this guy. Raichu just dies from an earthquake, Artillery from a single spark, and Pomp from a Mach Punch in the Facebook. And yeah, Shiny Cat beats Blue Cat. Come on, basically everyone knows that. Get our waterfall from Jasmine, from the best Pokemon game ever, and head over to the Elite Four. But before we can enter, we have to have our final battle with Time. For the last time, I fought Time. But not the dragon, it's the kid. Last time I fought him, before the Elite Four doors, he killed my shiny Flareon for good. It was gone forever. It was just nothing, it was nothing but a memory. Honestly, they weren't even so great. And we're fighting in some sort of purgatory in between time and reality again. You can just tell by the background. But honestly, Cat just don't care. He opens up with Star Raptor. That goes for Rain Dance. Huh? And we go for Spark, but he has a Focus Sash, so it survives just with 1 HP. Before I Spark again, take it out. Next up is Snorlax. We have an answer for this thing with Monkey, who close combats it, and in return is just yawned on. This Time guy sure knows how to fight. And we Mach Punch the giant bear thing back into its Pokeball, making him go into Empoleon, which Cat takes out in the head-to-head. Like, literally, it just smashes its electric head into it. It's taken out. And then just to add insult to injury, we go into our Empoleon to flex the Sparkle, and Surf Away is Fire Horse, and Brave Bird is his Rosebush. Why not? At this point, he makes sure to tell us that there's no reason to freak out because he believes in his last Pokemon. It was Heracross. The Heracross. The bug fighting type against Bird. Wait, what? You know, Time? Never been the same ever since you lost that battle over by the lake. That's gotta be one of the easiest late game battles ever. I just want to wrap up this journey at this point. You know, so much cycling in circles after circle after circle. Just waiting for a slightly miscolored monkey or squirrel or cat. Brain is so far gone at this point. I'm gonna need shiny Rehab. And the only thing standing in front of me in Rehab in the first shiny only Pokemon video of Brilliant Diamond on YouTube is the 5 last trainers. First up is Aaron. This guy really bugs me. No, come on, for real. This guy bugs me. Who wants those things? They really creep me out. He opens up with Dustox that we easily take out with a few aerial aces, making him go into a Heracross. And this game never learns, does it? Oh wait, never mind. This one outspeeds us and goes for Rock Slide. But since we don't flinch, one aerial ace swat to swat that beetle, leaving Cat to do the electric spark on his Butterfly and his Queen Bee. I'm sorry, Kanye, I didn't mean to do it. I know she had one of the best videos of all time, leading into a lot of switching and miscalculating until we finally take out his final bug, the Ground Slinky Bug. We go through this fancy ski lift elevator contraction to go to the ground trainer Bertha. See, that's a thing that things. 2 Razor Leafs from Yoshi take out Quagsire. A close combat takes out the Wishcash. Empoleon just surfs away the rest of her team. Well, we're just one step closer to the end of a long journey. I gotta ask you guys, because this video is pretty close to being done at this point. What Pokemon games do you want to see shiny only next? Maybe I should add a spin to that one too. Next up is this clown of a fire trainer. He even calls himself Flint. No, I think he's all used up because half of his Pokemon don't even make sense. You know, Fire Pony? That's okay, he can't swim. Look like creepy Lola Bunny over here. He's not fire at all. I mean, some of you might find this thing hot, but it's not even lit. So close combat extinguishes its lack of flame easily. Metal Boulder Snake is literally weak to fire, so I'm at a loss of words here, but it can't swim, so that wasn't a very smart choice on your part either. And Drifloon, I mean, technically it's a hot air balloon, so I'll give it a pass on this one. It's not actually fire. And this is getting pretty sad at this point. So Cat pops that balloon, but at least you had the Fire Monkey, you know, making it 2 out of 5 of fire Pokemon. Not bad, but it doesn't stand a chance against Squirrel and the Friendship. Yeah, I know you probably forgot about this thing. Hasn't been really helpful so far, but I know it's cute and whatnot. Off to the final Elite Four member, and at least his team makes sense. Final member is the Psychic, Lucian. He opens up with his screening Mr. Mime. Probably has to get screened in real life. Tell all his neighbors that he's moving to the house near you, if you know what I mean. But this is a very slow back and forth between Empoleon and Mr. Mime with Metal Claws and Screens and Psychics. And just keeps getting healed. And we don't happen to do the most damage, but he can't really hurt us in return, so eventually, Empoleon seals the win over Mr. Mime. Bird survives from Friendship and takes out Medicham with its bird skills. Cat bites Girafarig and Alakazam to death. And Monkey takes out his giant kettlebell Pokemon by becoming one of those Hot Wheels. It's finally time for Cynthia. We've played over 100 hours, collected 6 shiny Pokemon, beat time itself as a dragon and as a child. We've done these shiny sparkle stars so many times. But are we really ready to test our luck and become Pokemon champion? I mean, the easy answer is no. You're never really ready for Cynthia. She just seems to be ready for you. First, she opens up with a Spiritomb that we have no answer to. So I start with Pachirisu so we can at least land a Nuzzle and paralyze it. Next turn, I go for Spark, so she changes it into Gastrodon because she's unaffected by electric type moves. So I swap into Big Yoshi, and 2 Razor Leafs is way more than enough to slice the slug, which leads her to go into her Milotic. And this thing's very scary and bulky. Has the ability Marvel Scale while holding a Flame Orb. You couldn't just let Cynthia be Cynthia, right? They just had to ramp her up, give her perfect IVs, EVs, perfect natures, and perfect items. We go into Squirrel, and we just Super Fang that takes half of its health away, no matter what. And she even goes on to miss her first skull due to Squirrel's friendship. Even though we've criminally underused this thing in this challenge, can't blame it, this cat's just much better. But after a long, heated back and forth of recover after recover, discharge after discharge, Squirrel lands a crit and honestly secures us one of the most important knockouts of the battle. This thing could have stalled out almost any one of our Pokemon, leading her to go into Roserade that somehow even outspeeds Bird and hits us with an extremely hard Sludge Bomb. It ends up getting us poisoned at the same time, meaning our Brave Bird not only takes out Roserade, but also Bird. Kamikaze! About half our team dealt with, we return to the beginning matchup of Spiritomb versus Squirrel, where Squirrel can't really do much to it as it's defeated by one single Dark Pulse. It's kinda strange. If she never went into Gastrodon and just Dark Pulsed us from the beginning, she would have saved about 3 of her Pokemon's lives by now. But no, you had to look cool and try to predict the electric attack on your ground-type Pokemon, even though you're the computer and you can literally tell what moves are gonna be picked based on what it looks okay, we just gotta pull it together, just one more fight. I go into Cat and try everything here. Bite, Spark, Crit Discharge, and even surviving with friendship thanks to Cynthia's full restores. We're no match for the Cyclone Ghost. So Big Yoshi comes in and shakes the room, and well, Earth itself, it passes away. Again, it's down to just Lucario and the mighty Garchomp. Lucario is not too much of a threat because Monkey can take an Aura Sphere and return the damage tenfold with a close combat, leaving only the hardest battle in itself, Cynthia's Garchomp. Garchomp, for my team at least, was much harder than the rest of her team combined, because it outspeeds all of my Pokemon, and I have literally no answer for this thing, and it one-shots almost every one of my team members, giving me little to no options. I had to strategize this pretty hard here. We stay with Monkey here, because at least we can priority Mach Punch it before an Earthquake seals Monkey's fate. But next up is Empoleon, and the plan here is to pray that I survive an Earthquake, even if it comes down to the friendship, and land an Avalanche. That Garchomp is 4 times weak, and will even do double damage if we get hit first. But we die, so our last remaining Pokemon is Yoshi. Remember how I said that almost all of our Pokemon can't survive one single attack from Garchomp? Well, Yoshi is special. It can survive only one hit from Garchomp. Turn 1, I revive Empoleon and survive an attack, and fully heal Empoleon the next turn. I risk it all with an Avalanche, and in this case, we survive with a nick of HP to land a 4 times weak 120 base damage move thanks to being hit first. And not only does it survive this, it's somehow causing an avalanche is a physical type move, meaning our Pokemon somehow made contact during this? So the Garchomp's rough skin takes us out, and we're forced to do this all over again. This time, when we get to the Garchomp, we still Mach Punch it the same, but we don't have Yoshi this time around. We only have a 3 HP Cat and a half health Empoleon. It's even worse. Although we get the Friendship Avalanche to land again, it results the same as Empoleon goes down to the rough skin. And we only have a 3 HP Cat versus Garchomp, and the only attack we can hit Garchomp with is Bite, due to it being a ground type. She even mocks Cat that has 3 HP when it comes in and has no chance to attack it because of rough skin, and being outsped, mind you, by saying that she will not let this battle end, and basically wants to play with her food a little bit more before she eats it. All because she's just having too much fun. And you know what? I'm not Cynthia. I spent 100 hours of my life trying to get the most complicated winning technique ever. Cat revives Bird, so when switched in, the Intimidate drops Garchomp's attack by 1 stage. So I revive Yoshi, and Bird dies. So Yoshi is up and can survive a Dragon Claw thanks to the Intimidate. Also, we can revive Bird and even max potion up Yoshi and Bird, and even get ready to start dealing damage until Garchomp goes for Swords Dance, which boosts its attack stat by 2 stages, making it a +1 total. So we survive yet another Dragon Claw since we're at full health, and finally hit back with an Earthquake that brings its Garchomp down to the red, meaning that she's gonna heal it almost indefinitely. There's no chance she's not going to. And this is going to be a battle I'll never forget, since she's going to heal it no matter what if she gets it into the red. I go for another Earthquake and hope for a crit, but it only does about 40% without the critical hit. So we bring out Bird for the Intimidate again to bring its attack back to neutral, and well, this goes on forever until its attack's low enough for Yoshi to come back in and Earthquake. But Cynthia just won't let it go. She just wants to keep healing it. I couldn't get a break here for almost 10 more minutes until I finally Aqua Jet priority, and even that's not enough to take it out. Luckily, she's finally out of items and she doesn't heal it up, so we can go into Monkey and Mach Punch this Land Shark Dragon in its hammerhead face and earn ourselves the most bootleg Pokemon Champion Award of history by simply outmoneying Cynthia. Outsmarting, leading us to the Hall of Fame and registering the most shiny Pokemon team ever with a grand total of 106 hours and 16 minutes. Well, that was fun. Boy, am I happy to close this chapter of my life. Thank you guys for the endless support, as always. And if you want to see more, comment what game you want to see next. Just shiny only you're done in. I've seen a lot of Sword and Shield comments, and it seems to be what you guys want most right now. And don't forget, if you want to win the shiny Luxray, aka Cat, just remember to subscribe to be eligible and make your comment have Chris Pratt in it to some extent, so you know I can find the comment. So 15,000 likes and we'll do it all again. But until that time, I don't want to play Pokemon for a while. So I've been R9, and I hope you had yourselves a damn good time.